Hello, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence. Hello, Homestead. I'm Drake White.
And I'm Colby Sharp.
And this week on HHS In Depth, Bailey Hauser sits down with some volleyball players in the first edition of the Sports Corner.
Casey Stanley talks to Grace Minnick about the upcoming chamber choir auditions.
And Sahar Moshref talks to Spartana Editor-in-Chief Priscilla Lynn about the school newspaper this year.
All of that and more on HHS In Depth for September 6th. HHS In Depth reporter Bailey Hauser debuts his new segment called The Sports Corner.
Hello. Hi. Do you want to go to a party with me?
No, the game's on.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll be right there.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. We like sports and we don't care who knows.
Football, tennis, hockey.
Hey Homestead, I'm Bailey Hauser, and this is the first inaugural episode of the Sports Corner. And this week I got to talk to some of the girls volleyball players. Here's what they had to say. I'm here with Cassidy Geller. So Cassidy, most people don't know very much about volleyball, so could you please explain to us what positions you play and explain them for us?
I'm a middle hitter, and so that basically means that I need to get all of the blocks that come from the hitters on the other teams. And I'm really relied on to get the ball down when it's set to me. So mostly I'm just a blocker and a hitter.
Katie, what are some of your goals for the season?
Well, our goal is obviously state in November, but we want to make sure we take it one game at a time. We really focus in practice, and we go out against whatever team it is, and we know we just have to take it to them.
We know how pumped that the football and soccer crowds can get, so what would it mean to you to have more students support at your games?
It would mean so much if we could get a huge student section to come to our games, because we are constantly on the social networks trying to get people to come to our games. So if you guys could spread the words and show up, that would be much appreciated.
And when we have a big student section, you guys get into it. It helps us, and we feed off of your excitement. So come.
Well, that was your first episode of the Sports Corner, Homestead. I'm Bailey Hauser. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Bailey. Attention all students. Picture retakes will take place throughout the day, Wednesday, September 11th in the community room. If you do not have a picture in PowerSchool or a student ID, you will receive a pass to get your picture taken that day. If you would like to have your picture retaken, you must bring your original picture packet with you that day.
Juniors and seniors, the following colleges will have a representative visiting Homestead. If you would like to attend one of these meetings, please sign up in Student Services and get your pass. Tuesday, September 10th, Furman University. Wednesday, September 11th, University of the South. And Monday, September 16th, Vanderbilt.
Senior students, applications are available for the prestigious Indiana University Wells Scholarship Competition. This is the highest award given by IU and is usually won by students in the top 5% of their senior class or those with national recognition honors. If you are interested, pick up an application packet in Student Services this week.
Can you spell perihelion, pygmy, therapeutically? If you can or just want to learn to spell better, it is time to sign up for Homestead's Academic Spell Bowl team. See Coach Stump today in room 201 to sign up, or just log into my big campus and join the Spell Bowl group at @jstump_academic spell bowl.
And now here is HHS In Depth reporter Sahar Moshref taking a look at the Homestead High School student newspaper, the Spartana, which comes out today.
I had the chance to sit down with Priscilla Lynn, editor-in-chief of Homestead Spartana. Here's what she had to say. How has the transition from Mr. Kuhn to now Miss Eid been on the members of the Spartana?
It's gone really well, actually. All of us were a little bit nervous when the school year first started, just because everyone was very close with our old advisor, Mr. Kuhn. It was a big loss seeing him go, but now that Miss Eid came, everything's really gone very smooth, and we all love her a lot, so it's been really good.
Last year, the paper thrived under their editor-in-chief, Joe Laughlin. Now that he's graduated, is there anything that you're changing about how the Spartana is run?
I think every editor-in-chief has certain things they change a little bit about how it's run. But definitely we're really trying this year to reach out to the student body because after all, this is mainly a publication run by students for students. So we encourage anyone that has a story idea or has something they want to see in the paper to stop by the pub room or tweet at us or contact us at our email, thespartana@gmail.com. And we're also trying to get online and really reach out to not only the school itself, but also the community around it.
So the first issue of Spartana comes out today. Can you give us an idea about what will be in this issue of the Spartana?
Well, since it's the first issue of the school year, we're really trying to take a look at all the new policies that have been implemented into Homestead. So we're looking at some of those, the 10-10 rule, some opinion pieces on that, the new attendance policy, for those of you who aren't aware, there will be a news story on that. And then the big soccer game, the Canterbury versus Homestead game, will be covered in there. And football previews, and then also some life stories on different people who have done some cool things over the summer and some trips that have been taken.
If you have any questions for newspaper, visit Miss Eads room 622. I'm Sarah Mosher reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sahar. Attention all current prospective French Club members. We will be having our first meeting Monday, September 9th in room 524 from 2:35 to 3:15 p.m. We will be planning our agenda for the school year. Everyone is welcome and snacks will be provided. See you there.
The first art club meeting of the year has arrived. If you consider yourself a doodler, a visionary, a dreamer, if you like to share your ideas, collaborate with others, and if you like getting messy and experimenting with different materials to make unique creations, the art club is for you. Please join us for an informational meeting on Tuesday, September 10th after school in room 108 from 2:45 to 3:45. Please see Mrs. Jones for details and look for our group on My Big Campus.
Join us for our first SAD meeting Tuesday afternoon right after school in Mrs. Merkling's room 206. Refreshments will be provided as we will be discussing our first fundraiser and open officer positions for this year. We are glad to be SAD and hope you are too when you join us in Mrs. Merkling's room Tuesday after school.
And now here is HHS In Depth reporter Casey Stanley with information about the Homestead High School Chamber Choir auditions next week.
I'm here with Grace Minnick, head of Homestead's Chamber Choir. So Grace, for those of us that don't know, what exactly is Chamber Choir?
HHS Chamber is a group of 8 to 12 students usually. We basically are a smaller choir at Homestead. There's the show choirs and the regular choirs, but we do extra little gigs that the bigger choirs don't really get to do because there are too many of them. So we sing at the White House occasionally and on the Death Star.
This is your first year being head of Chamber Choir. What exactly is it like?
The main thing I've been doing with the other head of chamber, Meridian Prowl, is getting ready for our auditions next week on the 9th and the 13th. So the audition will consist of a little bit of sight reading and a music theory test, as well as a run-through of you singing your part on the audition piece you can pick up from Mr. Shaw at the choir room when you sign up. And we will also ask that you have a 1-minute piece prepared that we can kind of get an idea of what your voice is like and your tone quality, and then also your sight reading abilities in the other parts. So come out and audition for Homestead Chamber, singing, woo!
I'm Casey Stanley reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
What's your vision for your day, for school, your community, your world? It takes one person to create a chain reaction. Be the change. The network is a group of students and teachers working together in a collective effort for positive change in our school, community, and beyond. This group is designed to empower students in the areas of leadership, integrity, character, development, compassion, diversity, and service above self. They believe that one person can make a difference and everyone should try. Please join them Monday, September 9th after school in room 108. You can make a difference. You can join their My Big Campus page to find out what's new with the network.
Do you enjoy the comedy of Monty Python or Mel Brooks, the Pink Panther, Peter Sellers, and the Bean himself, Rowan Atkinson? Then come audition for the fall play, The Mouse That Roared. This comedy tells the hilarious story of what happens when a country attempts to go to war with the U.S. with the express goal of losing and accidentally wins. All grades and all students welcome. Auditions will be September 10th and 11th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. in the auditorium. Callbacks are Thursday, September 12th from 3 to 5 p.m. in the auditorium. You don't need to prepare anything, just come to auditions. With nearly 30 parts, we hope to see many faces new and familiar there.
A meeting for anyone interested in working backstage or helping with set building for the fall play will take place Tuesday, September 10th, immediately after school in room 416, Mrs. Malouli's room. All are welcome. No previous experience necessary.
And now here is this year's first one-to-one computing tech lesson of the week with yours truly, me. I'm Drake White, and this is your one-to-one computing tech lesson of the week. The administration, the CMT, and us at HHS In Depth would like to reinforce that you guys need to save your files in multiple locations or to your network folder. How you save to your network folder is when you save a document. On the left side of the folders page, you see a number that is your student ID number. You want to click on that and save it in that location. You can also access these files from home if you go to the Homestead SACS website, which is homestead.sacs.k12.in.us, and you click on the Connections-Public tab. If you go to Student Network Folders and log in with your student ID and your student password, which is your locker combination, you can save these files to the computer you're using at home. We just need to get into the habit of saving to the network folder, otherwise there are no problems. And also, in case the network ever goes down, you might want to save to your computer just as backup. If you have a flash drive, that works really well too. If you save your files to your Documents folder, you'll lose them if your computer crashes. You may think this isn't going to happen to you, but a lot of people, almost 500 last year, myself included, lost a lot of their files because their hard drive crashed. I'm Drake White reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Attention musicians and music lovers in general. Acoustic Club will be having their first meeting of the year on Wednesday, September 11th after school in Mrs. Campbell's room 903 until 3:30. If you play a little, a lot, or just like to listen, then be sure to bring your guitar, ukulele, banjo, or just your ears to room 903 this Wednesday.
Get your friends together and get ready to dig, set, and spike in this year's intramural volleyball season. Team packets are available at the Discipline Office across from the IMC. The season runs from October 7th to November 15th. Completed packets are due to Mrs. Mathias in the Discipline Office by September 23rd.
The Southwest Sprint Triathlon will be held Sunday, September 29th at 2. Participants will swim, bike, and run using the Swax Natatorium, Indian Trails Park, and the Summit Middle School track. All finishers receive a medal, race t-shirt, and race goodie bag. It's a ton of fun, so come give it a try. Registration forms are available from any PE teacher, the reception office, or at teamtrifort.com. Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Colby Schau.
And I'm Drake White.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
And today we leave you with a song exclusively heard on the Point 91 FM. Speaking of the Point, keep those logo drawings coming in as the contest is still ongoing. You can enter more than once. Just go to www.wcyt.org/logo contest.
The sun